The Brower Museum has opened back up after a full year of being closed.
Homecoming week is upon us, and we have a list of the upcoming events.
And we'll be talking about some warm weather headed our way, but showers causing us to cool down throughout the week.
We have that and more. This edition of 15 News at 5 starts right now. Thank you for joining us on 15 News at 5. I'm Lizzie Nosek.
And I'm Tabitha Bartoe.
After being closed for a year because of COVID-19, Valparaiso University's Brower Museum of Art will be open for this fall semester on a restricted schedule. It will be open Tuesday and Thursday mornings from 8 a.m. until noon. We hope you will stop by and see the artwork.
It's homecoming week. Kicking things off, our homecoming teams painted windows in the Chapel View Lounge. Each window represents the organization in this year's theme, board games. Monday marked the start of this year's Gnome Hunt. The hunt is designed for homecoming teams to retrieve hidden gnomes from all across campus and brings them to UPC to gather points. Monday evening was the annual tricycle race. This relay race round the East Quad dubbed the fraternity Pi Delta Theta as the speediest racers. On Tuesday, each team helped with the Lutheran World Relief Kit Service Project, where they packaged school supply kits. A board game night in the cafe followed, giving all students a chance to get in on the homecoming fun. And on Wednesday, the homecoming teams participated in a game of Capture the Flag. Tonight at 6 p.m., there will be a Candyland cook-off on the West Lawn. Everyone is invited to attend and try the creations. If sweets aren't your thing, there is also a tie-dyeing station where you can get free Valpo merch to color. On Friday, there will be the homecoming kickoff at 5 p.m. on the West Lawn, where students will get free food and the homecoming team winners will be announced. A fireworks display will take place on the South Chapel lawn later that evening at 8 p.m. Saturday kicks off with a street fair and international food bazaar outside of the Arc at 11 a.m. The football game will begin at noon, so don't miss out. Finally, there will be a homecoming dance in the basement of the Union at 8 p.m. Happy homecoming and go Valpo!
President Padilla's inauguration will take place on Saturday, October 30th, and leading up to this momentous occasion, there will be a series of exciting events happening. On Friday, the 29th, there will be an All Beacons Welcome Kickoff, a fun Mardi Gras style event starting with a second line parade that will end with President Padilla lighting a torch on the west lawn of the Hare Union to kick off the weekend. Following the parade, all members of campus are invited to enjoy some seasonal activities and a dance party hosted by WVUR. The entire event will be from 5 to 9 p.m., and any department, student org, or Residence Hall interested in joining the parade can sign up via the form on the Presidential Inauguration website. Then Saturday morning, the Valparaiso University community is invited to participate in service projects from 9 to 11 a.m. There will be opportunities both on campus and in the city of Valpo, and anyone interested can sign up for a project starting on October 11th at valpo.edu/volunteer. And lastly, Saturday at 2:30 p.m., Jose Padilla will be inaugurated as Valparaiso University's 19th president in the Chapel of the Resurrection. Seating will be limited, and anyone going will need to provide a ticket. Registration will be available on the inauguration website starting tomorrow, October 1st. Additionally, there will be a live stream of the event for those who cannot make it in person.
The Staff Employee Advocacy Council is hosting a trick-or-treating event for the Valparaiso community on October 28th from 5 to 7 p.m. Campus departments, student organizations, and residence halls are invited to take part in the trunk-or-treat event. There is no requirement to have a trunk. However, participating groups can have games, candy, and activities for the children of the campus faculty and staff, as well as the children from our community. Groups are also encouraged to provide snacks for dietary restrictions. Additionally, there will be a contest for all groups involved. These will be awards for the most creative, the scariest, the best costumes, and fan favorite. For those who want to participate, the link for registration is located on the email with information for the inauguration. This registration is due by October 20th.
This week's poll is out. What is your favorite travel destination? A tropical location, B, to a theme park, C, somewhere surrounded by nature, or D, to a city? Head on over to our Twitter page after the broadcast to cast your vote. We have 15 weather Alexa Minton in the studio. So Alexa, what does the forecast hold for the homecoming weekend?
Well, unfortunately, Lizzie, it's not looking to be a too sunny of a weekend. Right now, we've got some fair weather here in the Valparaiso area, especially if we look at our temperatures, though. They're quite scorching for right now. We've got 76 here in Valparaiso, 87 in Rockford, 88 in Davenport. We're really warming up, but there's going to be some stuff that's going to be happening this weekend that's going to cool us down. If we look at our current radar, we don't see too much activity at the moment. Actually, no cloud cover. Those clouds are kind of sliding out of frame that we've been seeing all throughout the day, the past and this whole past week. But if we take a look at our next frame, when we look at our future radar, we see this nice thick cloud cover kind of coming in the next couple minutes, in the next 30 minutes, and then we're going to see this slowly slide out as we head throughout the evening. And we're not going to get anything too much until we head into Saturday. Unfortunately, on Saturday, we're going to start to see a lot of rainfall come in, and it's going to come in around Saturday at 6 a.m., and it's going to stay rainy. So not looking too good for our homecoming events during the week, but we'll see how it's going. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Alexa. A volcano on La Palma has been erupting and causing lots of problems.
And California's wildfire problems continue. Stick with us.
In Spain, lava from a volcano on La Palma in the Canary Islands has reached the Atlantic Ocean as eruptions continued for the 10th straight day. On Wednesday, emergency officials say that the residents on La Palma Island should shelter in place until further notice, as dangerous gases are released when the lava reacts with the ocean water. La Palma has now been designated a disaster zone.
Crews in California continue to battle the Fawn Fire. The wildfire is burning north of Redding in Shasta County. It's destroyed nearly 7,000 acres at this point and is only 10% contained. CAL FIRE says at least 100 structures, including homes, have already been destroyed. A damage inspection team will survey the area Saturday. A California woman faces arson charges for allegedly starting the fire.
Saturday was National Comic Book Day. NASA celebrated the observance while also promoting gender equality. The Space Agency releasing its first digital interactive graphic novel. The 40-page comic book is called First Woman, NASA's Promise for Humanity. It's a fictional account of Callie Rodriguez, the first woman on the moon. It may be a work of fiction, but putting the first woman and first person of color on the moon are very real parts of NASA's future. Those historic milestones are set to be a part of NASA's Artemis missions. With the digital format, readers are able to engage and interact via augmented reality elements. You can also listen to the novel on NASA's SoundCloud channel, and there are also plans for a Spanish language version of the first issue.
Coming up after the break, Alexa Minton will have your full forecast.
And we'll take a look at this past week's Valpo and national sports. Stick with us.
Currently, we're looking at about 76 here in Valparaiso with some partly cloudy skies. Nothing too much happening at the moment in the Valparaiso area, but we do have some warm temperatures around us. Like I said, we've got 76 in Valparaiso, 84 in Cedar Rapids, but we've got some cool temperatures headed our way as we're headed throughout the week. As we look into our future radar, we see a nice cloud cover that's going to be pushing out of our way here in the next couple hours. And as we progress, we're going to see not too much activity on Friday. We're going to warm up and everything's going to kind of calm down after we've had awfully cloudy skies for the past week. But unfortunately, as we head into a homecoming weekend, we're going to see some rain start to roll in. In the early Saturday morning hours, we're going to see some heavy rain over near DeKalb. And it's going to really come in and affect the Valparaiso all throughout the day on Saturday. So unfortunately, guys, we're looking for some rain for those homecoming events as we carry on throughout the weekend. Looking at our future temperatures, we're going to drop down Saturday in the early morning, partially due to that rain that's coming in. So that rain's going to kind of cool down all those hot 80-degree temperatures, and we're going to continue to kind of cool down throughout the day on Saturday, staying only around 64 degrees at 11 a.m. But as we head into Sunday, we're going to warm back up, getting us back up to 75 around 3 p.m. on Sunday. Looking at those wind gusts that's causing this rain to kind of push in, those clouds are going to push out for a second, and we're going to have some clear skies. But then that rain that's getting pushed in, we've got 20 miles per hour down in Pontiac, and it's going to continue to get stronger and stronger, especially around Lake Michigan. That's because of a lot of our lake effect stuff that's going to kind of go through, and it's going to push in a lot of interesting weather. Another thing I wanted to point out, guys, is we got some cool temperatures headed our way off the west coast. So those cool weather is, again, like I said, caused because of that rain, and it's all getting pushed our way. So tomorrow's going to be our last 80-degree day for a while. We're going to get really close, getting up to like 78, but we're going to stay around those cooler temperatures as we head into October starting tomorrow. Looking at our national temperatures, we can see this warm air kind of get ready to push out, and we see temperatures like 57 in Denver begin to head our way as we head into next week. Looking at our future rainfall, there's a lot of rain kind of across the country today, especially down near Texas, getting us almost 2 inches of rain for a lot of rainfall headed our way. Tonight, we're going to drop down to 54 degrees, bringing us down with some nice cool temperatures as those clouds clear out. And as we head into tomorrow, our temperatures are going to be back up to 85. One last hurrah of that warm weather as we head into October. Taking a look at our 7-day forecast, we've got a nice spike with some sunshine on Friday, but that rain I've mentioned is coming in on Saturday and Sunday, cooling us down, dropping us down to 68 on Monday, cooling us down as we head throughout the week into next week, with a slight chance of rain as we head into Thursday.
Thank you, Alexa. After the break, we'll have a recap of this past week's sports.
It was a winning weekend for your Valparaiso University Beacons as the women's tennis team continued their competition this past Saturday in Urbana-Champaign, Illinois at the ITA Midwest Regional Tournament. Isabella Schoolcraft and Amanda Tabanera secured a 6-5 match win, allowing the women to lock down a victory in the consolation draw. Valpo football opened conference play with an exhilarating 24-21 victory against the Drake Bulldogs in Iowa this past Saturday. The two teams exchanged scoring drives throughout much of the game, with Drake gaining the upper edge on an early fourth quarter go-ahead touchdown pass, giving the Bulldogs a 27-17 advantage. As the clock ticked away, a minute and 5 seconds, and facing a 4th and long situation, quarterback Ben Nims threw a 30-yard desperation pass to receiver Jordan Bingham, who bobbled the ball into his control for a late touchdown that put Valpo in the lead, 24-21. With the Bulldogs attempting to send the game into overtime on a field goal kick, Valpo defensive lineman Austin Martin made a tremendous block that sealed the deal and the win for the Beacons. Women's soccer played Indiana State on Friday. Both teams entered the second half of the game scoreless. The two teams fought hard, but no one was able to score. Because of this, the game went into overtime. It was here where Lindsay DeSacco was able to score a point, leading to Valparaiso to victory. Valparaiso women's soccer continued their hot streak in the Missouri Valley Conference play this past Wednesday with a 2-0 win over the Southern Illinois Salukis. Scoreless through the first 74 minutes of play, the Valpo women showed immense effort on offense, tallying 8 attempted shots in the first half and 16 in the next. The team struck gold in the 75th minute of play as senior Morgan Metzger's midfield pass into Saluki territory was capitalized on by freshman Dana Fish's goal. Valpo would go on to close out the game and add another win to their 4-game winning streak, keeping Valpo perfect in conference play. Be on the lookout this homecoming weekend as your Valparaiso University Beacons take on the Marist Red Foxes at Brown Field. I think it's going to be a great play to watch Valpo come through. Marist has been a good team so far, but Valpo's going to have a lot of momentum heading into this game.
After the break, we will have a final look at the weather.
A warm Friday as we got some sunshine warming up our day, but as we head into homecoming weekend here in Valparaiso, we're going to see a nice temperature drop and some rain showers on Saturday and Sunday, and even into Monday with a nice temperature drop down to 68, but we'll warm up a little bit throughout the week before we get a couple more showers at the end of next week.
Thanks, Lexa. Hey, I have a question for you. This one came in from a viewer. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck?
That's a really interesting question, Lizzie. I feel like I would want to fight 100 horse-sized ducks.
You mean duck-sized horses?
Duck-sized horses, yeah.
I love that. I think
Go
Emmett
for
could,
numbers, right?
I think Emmett could take the horse-sized duck.
Oh, easily. For sure. I definitely won't hit it.
100%.
Well, if you have a question for us, send it our way to Facebook or Twitter. And you can also send us screenshots of your forums, questions you've been asked, or questions that you have yourself. Once again, we thank you so much for joining us this week, and we'll see you Thursday on 15 News.